Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're back doing another Guilds of Ravnica Intermediate Swiss Draft League. The rare is Bounty of Might. I've gotten a chance to play with and against this card quite a few times now, and it is impressively strong, so we're definitely taking it. Remember, you can put it all on one creature, and it turns out an extra 9 damage usually is enough to get there. There's also a Conclave Tribunal in here, which I feel like I've only played against once, and I haven't played with it, but it certainly looks like a great card. Potentially play it for free if you convoke it. Glowspore Shaman, good. Like that card. I like Barrier of Bones. I like Generous Stray, Deadly Visit, Watcher in the Mist. All those are good. We're going to take the Bounty of Might and be happy about it. Follow-up pick. Best card. Best card is Hellkite Whelp. I don't know where the thing is. This is like one of those cards that's, very good in a vacuum. I'm not super happy about it in Izzet or Boros though. That's kind of the weird part about. I'm learning some weird things about this format. Like cards that are just good in a vacuum, you don't necessarily want to play them. It might just be smarter to go for low curve synergy cards over in a vacuum good mid-range cards. Like I'm fine just following up a Bounty of Might with like a Stray. Never feel bad about it. Super happy to have this card in both Selesnya and in Undergrowth decks. There's a Rhizome Lurcher as well. Hellkite Whelp and Bounty of Might cannot be played in the same deck together. I wouldn't splash for a Hellkite Whelp. I would prefer to play the Bounty of Might. I'm still in experimentation mode here, so give me some time. There's also a Thoughtbound Phantasm, which is a good card. We're going to take the Stray, which is not the best card in the pack, but I'm interested in trying something here. Ooh, Firemind's Research. That's a fun card. We have a Wood Shaper here, a Marshal, a Sprouting Renewal. In black, we have Dowser of Lights, Burglar Rat, Pitiless Gorgon. All of these are good. I'm okay taking the Gorgon here. I've been really impressed with this card recently. I feel like it almost always does exactly what you want it to. It's either attacking into walls or things that they don't want to block, or it's blocking and killing things that you want. So Death Touch has proven itself to be very good in this format, and we can still play it in both Selesnya and I keep calling it Undergrowth. It's Golgari. It's probably better than Hazda Marshal, and Wood Shaper I like, but we don't know if we're going down the Selesnya path yet. And Sprouting Renewal is, I don't know, it hasn't impressed me that much, honestly, considering that it's got some actual good, versatility to it. We're going to take the Gorgon. Haven't played with the Elemental yet. Played against it a couple times. I do think it's good. There's a Deadweight in here, which is some removal. I'm okay trying this card. 9 mana is a lot, even with Convoke. But I'm okay trying it. Another Firemind's Research. I don't know if you want to play that in multiples, but this card is deceptively easy to get going in an Izzet deck, actually, which is kind of cool. We might just take the Elemental. Deadweight's pretty good. Hard to deny this card. We're going to stick to green for now. I'm going to take this over the Deadweight. Deadweight, once again, great card. But I'm doing an experiment here, mostly just to see if I can take just all synergy cards. Like, the thing about the Golgari deck is, you don't really want to play cards like Deadweight. You'd rather play Death Touch dudes, because you want dudes to get in your graveyard. Does it make sense? That's kind of the philosophy I'm trying to go for here. Here I can take the Portcullis Vine. It's playable in Selesnya. Obviously shines in Golgari. Then there's Painter as well, which is another good Golgari card. But I'm gonna take the Vine. Basically, pack 1 here. I guess I could take the Dissident too. All right, I'll go Dissident over Vine. I think Vine is better in Golgari, but Dissident is fine in both. And it's a good 2-drop. And we're just cutting green very effectively here. Generous Stray number 2. I like it. Taking it over the Poisoner and the Raiders and the Bones. So here we can take the Guildgate. That's a late We Dragonauts. That's a really late Direct Current too, but it doesn't work with what we've already taken. So I guess we'll just take the Guild Gate. There's a Mephitic Vapors, but it's more of a sideboard card, and I'd rather have access to the gate in case I want it. So a late Recluse we could take. There's the Burglar Rat for Golgari or a Selesnya Guild Gate. Pretty late Hammer Dropper. We'll take the Hitchclaw. Pretty late Radical Idea, too, actually. We'll take the Recluse, though. Like I said, we're continuing to just cut green as hard as we can. All right, we're wheeling good black undergrowth cards. Here I'm going to take the Painter. It's actually a good payoff card. You can absolutely win games with this card, and seeing it wheel is probably a good sign that we can go down the Golgari path here. Yeah, wheeling a Hellkite Whelp is pretty surprising. Here we'll take the Hunted Witness in case we want to still do Selesnya. I actually really like this card. I think it kind of buys you time for aggro, and it still helps with Convoke, and it gets you a couple bodies. It's good with Mentor. This card's good. So a Hazda Marshal is actually a pretty good sign too. Obviously it's made for Boros. Muse Drake wheeling is crazy. Obviously it's made for Boros, but totally playable in Selesnya too. There's plenty of team pump to go around and a lot of creatures as well. We'll take the Barrier of Bones, and our options are totally there to go either direction we want. We'll take a 10th District Guard. It's probably more playable than a Creeping Chill. Like I said, we still can go. We have the choice here. We can totally go Golgari. Yeah, in fact, we have a 3-3 split here. Barrier of Bones, like I said, is kind of deceptively good. I almost wish I had taken the Portcullis Vine over Dissident now, because Dissident can totally win games, but Barrier of Bones is looking pretty good. I love Ochre and Assassin. I think this card is an actual bomb. Wins games late. At worst, it blocks with Death Touch or attacks and kills anything with Death Touch. It's a great card, really strong, and then you play it in late game and they just have to block with everything and the rest of your team gets by and kills them. This card is fantastic. We're going to take it over Guildmage's Forum. We don't have much double color anyway. I would say Ochre and Assassin is a good enough reason here to probably just pull that trigger, go full-fledged Golgari. So we do want Portcullis Vines pretty bad now. They're an important card of this. Also, Whisper Agent's a great card for this deck too, even though it's Dimir colors. Lotleth Giant's a good finisher. Maybe we'll wheel it. We're going to take the Assassin, happily. Harpooner is a great card. We'll take that over the Vigor Spore Worm. There's also a Centipede, good for this deck, but we'll take the Harpooner. Great card. Very strong. I've killed the 6/6 flying trample surveil mythic dude with the Harpooner now. Achievement unlocked. Well, geez, this card's worth 3 tickets. I think we just take it. Like I said, Deadweight is good, but I think for this deck, I prefer to just play creatures like Iron Shell Beetle or Pax Favor. I would probably prefer to play those over Deadweight, even though Deadweight is a great card. I know it's weird. I guess the best way to explain it is I'd rather just go full-fledged creature synergies, like creature death touch things. And I'm still in that mode where I like pump spells more than removal spells. They're less dynamic. Well, maybe they're more dynamic. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. They don't deal with things necessarily as effectively, but they also just win games in certain situations, which Deadweight can't really do the same way. We'll take Risk Factor, though, because 3 tickets is 3 tickets, and we're going to have enough cards for a deck regardless. Undercity Necrolisk, this is the right deck for it. It is actually a good undergrowth enabler. There's also an Iron Shell Beetle here, and those are the only things I care about. We'll take the Necrolisk. This card's kind of deceptively good. There's another Dissident, but we'll take the Poisoner. Once again, I love the Death Touch. Right now, the Elemental is kind of looking like the odd man for this deck because Convoke's not exactly what we want to do, but surprisingly, we have quite a few cheap things to ramp into it, so it's still an option on the table here. We're going to take the Poisoner, though, because Death Touch is great. Vigor Spore Worm is a fantastic pickup. Great card for what we're trying to do. Happily taking it. Portcullis Vine, precisely what I'm looking for. Crackling Drake's a great card, too. Never happened, sideboard card, but happily taking Portcullis Vine now. Like I said, kind of picture-perfect card for us. We'll take the second Painter of the Siege Worm. We're looking for things like this now. All of the enablers. All the ways to get cheap creatures in our graveyard. get some value off of them, and move on. Don't really need a Recluse. We'll take a second Golgari Guildgate here. Centipede or Vigor Spore Worm 2. I'm going to take the second Vigor Spore Worm, and I think at this point we're just off the Elemental. We don't need it. Vigor Spore Worm with Ochre and Assassin is just board wipe. Really good. Alright, I think an easy Pax Favor here. I like this card a lot because you can play it for free, potentially, which is obviously good. Don't really need either of these cards. Ceratok's probably slightly better, but honestly, I don't think either one is going to make the deck. We'll just cut the green. I'm liking where we're at right now. I think we're actually looking pretty good. Wouldn't mind another Vine. I think another Undergrowth card or two certainly wouldn't hurt either, but honestly, double Paint or double Vigor Spore Worm, those are pretty good payoffs, and the Harpooner. So if we can just lower the curve here, I think we're fine. Let's see if a foil Chance for Glory is worth anything. I know the regular is not, but let's see if a foil is. Wow. 13 tickets? Yes, please. We're going to take it over Chamber Sentry, which is really good, and we would absolutely play. But 13 tickets, please. Thank you. That's incredible. Okay, another Ochre and Assassin. Alright, we are just looking insane now. Absolutely crazy good. Probably wheel the Barrier of Bones or the Iron Shell Beetle. Either of those would be great for us. Okay, what do we take here? All of it is fairly underwhelming. Could take the Crawl Forager just for some life gain. Vernati Shieldmate is cheap. It's not exactly what we're looking for, though. Might just take a Crushing Canopy for sideboard. Because I think we're going to end up with enough playables here. Necrotic Wound, obviously pretty good. I might just want the Lurcher, though. Yet another payoff for us. I think we'll go Lurcher over Centipede and Necrotic Wound. Necrotic Wound's not bad, but I'm going to go Lurcher. Don't like the Erstwhile Trooper. Now we'll take the Necrotic Wound, and we'll probably play it. So, can take another Guildgate, can take another Dissident, or we can take the Centipede. I feel like we want to probably lower the curve just a wee bit more. We still have space for 2 more cards in the deck. We could take a third Guildgate. Our mana is going to be amazing if we do that. I think we're going to end up with enough playables. I'm just going to go Gate. Mausoleum Secrets. This card is actually good. For us, though, what does it find? Can find us a Necrotic Wound, an Ochre and Assassin, a Painter. It's probably good enough to take. Okay. I was pleasantly surprised when I played this card, so we'll take it. It's a bit of a toolkit, which is nice. Oh, and then we get past another one. That's kind of funny. Probably don't need 2. I guess we'll take a Pax Favor now. Also really good with the Assassin. So this is a deck, and I'm totally happy with it. So we could take the Child of Night. I think we'll go another Barrier of Bones. Just because of the Surveil with the Portcullis Vine. Now I really wish I'd gotten that second one. We can take the Forager. 4th Barrier of Bones probably is excessive. Alright, we'll take a Forager. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Don't need the Dowser. I guess we'll take a Locket. We don't need that either, but whatever. Vapors for sideboard. We're not going to play the Okapi. Bunch of red cards that we don't really care about. More red cards. Second to last pick, Sure Strike, is kind of surprising. Our deck is great. It's exactly the game plan I want to do. We got to come up with some cuts here, but we'll figure that out. And we even got 3 Guildgates. Nice. So we probably want to run 17 lands. Maybe we don't even need 3 Barrier of Bones. Just to help our... It's basically just surveilling and getting creatures in our yard, which is what we want to do. We can play all of these. Remember, the secrets can find like an assassin too. That's pretty cool. Probably more often you'd find the painter though. I really feel like secrets and a painter wins games. I don't know if I want this forager, quite frankly. And maybe the recluse is more of a sideboard card. I don't need this either. Maybe we keep the forager and cut one of the bones, but like I said, I kind of like that bones does double duty of works well with the vine, surveils, can block early. Cut the recluse. Thinking about cutting the forager, but it is a 4/4. Okay, maybe we just cut up 1 barrier. 3 is probably excessive. Something like this. I like it. I think it's good. Alright, let's get our gates in there and call it a deck. So, more green. Oh, cancel. More green than black, but pretty even. I think with 3 gates we should be fine either way. And yeah, they say the same thing. Well, perfect. So 10 and 10. Good mana. Good finishers. I like it. Looks like a very fun deck. Alright. Running it like this. We'll see you round 1. Round 1, we'll play first. If we're playing against a slow deck, we'll probably be on the draw. Good hand. We're going to go Poisoner first, so no Guild Gate. Alright, Mausoleum Secrets. So, Selesnya here. Sure. Nice. Okay. We'll keep the Poisoner back. And pass. Just a grip full of undergrowth. Pretty sweet. Okay. I mean, I suppose you just pump itself. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Well, we want creatures in our yard, so we'll trade. Okay. Guild Gate number 2, and we'll pass. Definitely saving the assassin for something that's a bigger deal. Let's see what we can find if I get a second. We can find a harpooner. No, we can only find black spells, so a barrier of bones right now if we get a second creature in the yard. We'll take this. We'll play the painter probably and just get in for a couple points of damage. Get a 2/3 on the board. Okay, so obviously blocking anything here. Looking to get more creatures in the yard. Mausoleum Secrets, though, I guess doesn't really shine until... Alright, they play a Generous Stray. I can tolerate that. So we know that they've got a Crawl Forager in hand. No plays, no attacks. It's fine with me. Alright, land number 5. Looking good. Hoping to get a board wipe here with Assassin if I can draw land. Then we just Bounty of Might. Kill everything. Get some damage in. Sure. Okay. I mean, if we draw land, they literally lose everything. They lose the whole board. Because Assassin is incredible. Pax Favor is even great here. Unfortunately, we still lose everything. But what's the total cost? Basically, I can kill everything but a Grappling Sundew, which I don't really care about. They have to leave up 5 mana to make it indestructible. So, is there anything else I can find with that Mausoleum Secrets that would be worth it here? I guess not. Could do the Barrier of Bones. I don't think so, though. So, 2, 3, yeah, they still will have 4 damage, even if I Necrotic Wound. So, I think that, yeah, I think we just Assassin here and take out, we basically get a 4 for 1, is that what it is? 4 for 1 is gonna have to be good enough, I think. I can also play the Necrotic Wound, but this is only gonna get better as we go on. So I think that, yeah, we just attack with both. Pump the Assassin. And we kill everything but the Grappling Sundew. Maybe the Generous Stray is what we... Just, I guess, don't even give them the option of an indestructible guy. That makes sense. I don't really care about a 1/2. Maybe they don't realize yet that everything has to block it. Okay. So basically we kill everything but the Generous Stray. We could kill everything, like I said, with a Necrotic Wound, but I don't care about the Generous Stray enough. So we'll block like, or attack like this rather. Pax Favor, and basically we get a pretty solid 2 for 4. is really good. Yeah, good value. 2 creatures in the yard. Mausoleum Secrets doesn't really get going until we get 4, I guess. Actually, 3 would net us another assassin, so maybe I'll go for that. Secrets can't find us any other Death Touchers either, right? Because we only have the 1 Poisoner. That's alright. Alright, it's a Crawl Forager. They're going to gain some life. Don't really care about that. Alright. So we'll probably just play a Vigor Spore Worm if we draw a land, which we do. So we'll play the Worm. Pump the Painter. Get in for some damage here. Get the Vigilance going. Vigor Spore Worm is really, truly a fantastic card. This is obviously the optimum deck for it, but really good for this archetype. I mean, Bounty of Might already presents lethal, which is insane too. We can find a Barrier of Bones, and that's all right now. I mean, this isn't the optimum Mausoleum Secrets deck, but I do think finding a Painter in the mid to late game can be game breaking. And it's got enough of a toolkit with the Poisoner and the Necrotic Wound where I think it's probably worth it, and the Assassin. So basically we have 4 cards that we're going to be looking for. Alright, Rock Charger, so we can Necrotic Wound that at some point. No attacks, sure. Guildgate, I kind of wanted the untapped land, quite frankly, but that's okay. We'll attack for 8 here. Just blocking there. Okay. So I think we probably do this plus this and this. Yep. Looks pretty good to me. Wow, concession there, huh? Okay. So we're playing in Selesnya. In terms of actual sideboard cards we have, we don't have much. We can stop flyers. Did see the rock. Can stop flyers with this, or enchantments. Vapor stops tokens. They have Iron Shell Beetles. It's an option. Barrier of Bones, more early blocks, which I'm fine with. I think we're probably geared pretty good here, main deck, though. We saw 1 flyer. It's not enough to justify these 2. And we saw the Beetles, but I don't remember seeing any other X1s. And actually, the problem with this card is we have some actual 1/1s that we really don't want to die. So we did see like Samala Woodshaper too, I guess, but whatever. We're going to submit this. Run it again. Alright, it's definitely a keep. Anytime I see that assassin, I'm pretty happy. Card is very good. Especially in our deck with the pumps. It kind of just, it almost like forces them to attack into you, but you know, sometimes you can't. If your opponent's got good blocks, or if you have blockers, they can't just attack into you sometimes. So Assassin just really does an amazing job in this deck, I think. Double Pax Favor, double Vigor Spore Worm, the Painters. Alright, Beetle. This would be a good Barrier of Bones draw time. Okay. Thought I could call shot it. Not this time. Alright. Might have to take a little bit of abuse here, but that's okay. Alright, Stray of Our Own is actually a good draw. I would prefer that over the Assassin here. So we'll go Stray as well. Okay. So next turn we can go Assassin plus a Guild Gate. No attacks. Alright, that was a mistake. Okay, the Locket. So, we'll go Assassin pass. Okay. So we can block with the Stray, play the Painter, and kill both their guys. We end up getting a creature in our graveyard, losing our Assassin and our Stray, netting a Painter, adding some value to Necrotic Wound. Otherwise we take 2, don't lose the Stray. It's not like Stray's doing that much on this board. It's certainly meant to be in our graveyard. Getting 2 cards in our graveyard for Necrotic Wound next turn might actually be more valuable too. I think we'll just block. We have some undergrowth I want to build towards here. So now we play the Painter, kill the Knight of Autumn and the Stray. It's not great, but that's what we're doing. Okay. Not the value I was looking for, quite frankly, but we've definitely gotten flooded this game, so we don't have a ton of different options here. Alright, that was a weird concession. They must have had something going on. Otherwise, there's just no reason to concede there. So, all right, we'll see you in round 2. Round 2, we'll play first. Keep. Good hand. And once again, if it's a slower deck, we'll be on the draw because we have a good mid-game plan. And we're not necessarily aggro by any stretch, so that's fine. So let's get a poisoner down there. Two can play at this Golgari game, huh? That was a good draw. All right, Stray. We're going to go Assassin here. All right. Painter is a fine draw. We'll just go Stray and then pass. Assassin number 2. I guess we'll attack at the poisoner then. We'll take it. I'd rather smash back next turn. I mean, we trade 1 damage for 2, but whatever they play here I can kill with my Assassin. That's pretty good. Yeah. And I can just follow up with another one. I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we'll get in. So currently ahead on the race. We also have a Bounty of Might. Let us not overlook that. So we'll get in, we'll eat their Painter, play another Assassin, and pass. Looking at 12 damage right now with a Bounty of Might. 11, I guess, if the Assassin is just blocked with everything. Can also play the Painter now if we want. And Painter actually allows us to kill 2 things, which is not irrelevant at all. So we'll take the Gorgon. Okay, so they're going to get their Painter back. We can Bounty of Might here. Yeah, I think we go for that. Sure. So now we just Painter ourselves here. Um, hmm. I guess the guess the assassin. I'm fine with that trade. So then we'll play a Vine here and pass. So our Necrotic Wound gets up to -2/-2, which is good for getting that Gorgon. Could make it -3/-3, but I think we just take this. I don't see why not. More potential damage to get through. Okay. Alright. So let's crack the Vine. So I'm looking for something good here. Dissident, not bad. So, yeah, I think we just... We're going to have 4 creatures in yard. Okay, so we attack, we kill the Gorgon with the assassin. Another option I can do. It's not bad either. I don't need to trade the assassin. Save it for something that's a bigger threat. Because they're at like Vigor Spore Worm territory now. And they haven't played much this game, which makes me think that's what they have. I probably want to save the wound for that, honestly. I think we just get in with everything, kill the Gorgon, get in for 3 points of damage, play a Dissident, pass, yeah. That seems like the right play. So we kill Gorgon, get in for 3, play a Dissident, and pass. Because I think they're probably going to just play Vigor Spore Worm here. That's my guess. And then I can kill it. Affectionate Indrik. Well, the good news about that, I can just kill it. We do have 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So we'll Necrotic Wound that. That's a weird concession, actually. They didn't lose. What were we going to draw, though? And we were just going to draw more land. Considering how hard we flooded out that game, I'm surprised we won. I think the Bounty of Might did a lot of work for us. So we're playing Mirror Match here. They have Deadly Assassins, Gorgons. We don't have much of a sideboard against counter Death Touchers. We just have to tactically trade here. Make some good choices. So let's do that. I mean, we could do Mephitic Vapors like over a Forager, because I don't think the life gain is going to be a big deal. And they just have Death Touch for days, so we pay 5 mana for something that probably ends up trading with a 2/2. But maybe life gain will come up big, and Hexproof doesn't matter when your opponent's got Death Touch either. I think we just run it back. I didn't see enough X1s to justify the Mephitic Vapors. This is a good hand. I like it a lot. So we can first turn the Vine. I don't see a clear reason for that, though. If I draw a 2-drop, I still would have probably just played the 2-drop, I guess. I don't think it matters. Barrier of Bones. That's a good draw. So let's go Barrier first, I guess. That one You know what's sad is I actually want to keep it. Because we have the Assassin. We're a ways away from it, but it's a pretty important card. I guess we're going to keep. We have the Stray to ideal, and we have the Vine as well. Yeah, we have the means to find more land. Vigor Spore Worm is a pretty important card. It's one of our main win conditions. Okay. So I guess the plan could be block Vine. We probably do that, I guess, huh? Because we're digging for land still, so that actually makes sense to me. We want to hit those land drops pretty consistently. Could have played the Assassin, I guess. Assassin's a nice surprise later, though. So we block, sack. Doesn't matter if they don't attack, we were still going to sack, so. Alright. Got the land, very good. No play, very good. Painter is pretty good too, actually, but not yet. So we can do the Assassin. We can do the Stray. I think we do Stray. We want to keep those land draws coming. Perfect. So we're going to end up taking some damage here. Don't think it's a big deal. Could block with the Stray if I wanted. Just to make our worm and stuff better. Or painter as well. I think that we just take this one though. We might need that blocker for a bigger threat later. Okay, no play. So that's fine too. Necrolisk is a good draw. I think our plan now is Assassin. So let's get in with the Stray. Play the Assassin. Leave up the Vine. And that really sets us up nicely for like Vigor Spore Worm on Assassin, kill everything. Or the Painter, I guess. If we want to save the... I don't think we want to save the Worm. If I get the mana, I want to play it. Alright. So we block, we sack. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Worm number 2. Well, quite frankly, I want to do the worm, but we're not quite at the spot I want to be yet. So I think we do Painter here. And we'll go ahead and get in with the Assassin, actually. So we might be in full-fledged block mode now. With the Vigor Spore Worm especially, we can just eat things. So, guess we block like this. Maybe kill the Death Touch, actually. Alright. I'm down with that. We take more damage, we get Death Touch off the board. I like that more. Makes more sense with our Vigor Spore Worm. And now Vigor Spore pumps for 3 too, which is a big deal. Fine Broker getting back the Gorgon. Okay. Alright, perfect. We play the worm, we kill them both, and then we just follow up with another worm. And at this point, Secrets finds another assassin. This is just great. And Vigor Spore Worm can only be single blocked too, which is just so good. I guess I almost wanted my cat to die earlier, huh? Could have just... I guess I still would have lost my thing to the Death Touch, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... and I guess now we can just sack it to a Necrolisk at some point, if it comes to that. 4 creatures in the graveyard, pretty good. Okay. Vigor Spore Worm into Vigor Spore Worm. Guess we just take it. We just take the 5. And our plan is to play a worm pumping our Stray. And then we can swing with our Stray plus a worm. We have the Crawl Forager too, whenever we need that. Very good. So we're up to 8 mana, which means Secrets can find the Painter right now, which pumps for 4. We could get in for 10. I don't think that's necessary yet. Let's just play the worm, pump the Stray. I mean, is there anything... wait a second. Couldn't I... Secrets can find Necrotic Wound, which can kill the spore. Or the worm, rather. And then I could still follow up with like a Necrolisk or a... Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's do that. So we'll do this. Get our wound. Wound the worm. Play a... Forager makes the best use of mana. So we'll just get in for 6 here. We could actually do the Necrolisk. It's not as good of use of mana, but next turn with the Stray, plus maybe a Vigor Spore Worm, we don't need to gain the life yet. I think we'll do Necrolisk, actually. Okay, so they can look at the top 2 and get a green permanent card as converted mass 2 or less and put it on the battlefield. Sure. And they missed, which is also good. They're attacking with the centipede. Wow. Definitely going to regret that. Alright. So we just go... Yeah, we just go worm. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter. I should have sacked the stray first, but... Yeah, I definitely should have sacked both of these first. It doesn't matter, we still win, though. Alright. Cool. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3 on the play. Playing first and definitely keeping nice hand. Ooh, Dimir deck. I have the feeling we're going to want to be on the draw. Oh, maybe not. A bug deck. Oh, maybe they're doing the same game plan we are, huh? That could be the case. All right, we'll drop a stray. Draw our card. Okay. No attacks necessary. Next turn we can get that Necrolisk down too, which is very good. Start getting our Menace game going. Sure. Necrotic Wound, not bad. Okay. Let's go Necrolisk here. Okay, Harpooner, also good. Let's play the Barrier first. What are we surveilling? That one I kind of want to... Well, it draws a card. Does that mean it's just as good as if I put it in my graveyard? I guess not, because I want to sack my Barrier of Bones too. Okay, sounds good. So let's go land. We're actually going to sack the Stray. Get in for 6. Okay, so they're filling their yard too, sensibly. We'll play a Harpooner and pass. Okay, so next turn we can go Vine plus Pump the Dissident, which is quite nice. And even get in with the Harpooner if necessary. Dowser of Lights, okay. So we can give that neg 1. I'm not sure that... Actually, yeah, that is pretty good. That's definitely good. Okay, get in with these two. Doesn't really matter what they do here. If they want to take the 4, I'm happy to oblige them as well. So we Necrotic Wound this. And we'll pump here to not allow them any value on that. Alright. Worked well. Worked well for me. So they have 2 creatures. Oh, this exiles too if they die. That's cool. This is great in the mirror match. I'd forgotten about that. Monument, sure. And a Harpooner, but no flyers on our side. Oh my, that is very unfair. This probably gets a concession. We actually don't have lethal even if they double block the Necrolisk here. Could have sacked the Barrier of Bones, I suppose. No block. Wait a second. 6 plus 9 happens to be 15, not lethal. Suppose that means we just pump here and then play a Vine. If I had sacked something to the Necrolisk, I wouldn't have been able to play the Bounty of Might, right? No, I guess I would have been. No, I wouldn't have been able to. That's right. Okay, so they have a Lurcher. Not a big deal. At this point, they don't quite have enough blockers, I don't think. Although, maybe that's not the case. Let's see. I see. So we sack the barrier here. Guess we want to kill the Lurcher, probably. Guess I can't kill both or save my Necrolisk, so we'll just put it all in here. Actually, in case they have a pump, we'll just do that. I don't know, pump plus a removal, I'm not sure. Alright. Okay, so they're playing Bug. We don't know what the blue splash is for. I imagine it's some sort of spicy surveil thing. Otherwise, don't have much of a sideboard, so let's just run it back. Alright, well, this is a keep. And we are over lands with this hand, but I'm hoping the surveil on our barrier helps us with that issue. Guess we don't need the barrier first turn, so we'll just go Guildgate. Secrets, not bad. Let's go barrier. Keeping that. Yeah, oh, I forgot just how good Assassin is, too. It's just such a phenomenally powerful card. No play from them. What are they doing? Yeah, 4 mana 2/2 all day. We'll go Necrolisk. No trades for me. No trades, no plays. Got it. Okay, let's go Stray, because we can still play Pax Favor, as well as draw a card. Barrier number 2. So, we play the barrier. We want that. We sack, because we can still... just still play the Pax Favor, which is just great. And they're basically forced to do something here. They can't just sit back and do nothing. Looks like that's what they're hoping to do, though. So we'll go Vigor Spore Worm here. I don't even know if we want to do that. No, I guess we do. All right. I mean, even if they do a board wipe, it doesn't do anything, right? I don't think it does. So, guess we just sack a barrier and keep the damage going. In fact, they're just dead now if they don't have anything. Dream Eater. I've never even seen that one before. So they're going to bounce our assassin to block our worm, I suppose. Got flying too. This card's great. Guess it's mythic for a reason. Wait, they're bouncing that? That's a little crazy to me, but I like it. But I like it. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. Sorry. Yeah. So we can Pax Favor to kill both of their things. Guess that makes sense, actually. We don't want them to have the Death Touch. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now we can secrets for Necrotic Wound too. Okay. I'm actually sandbagging the swamp for like a discard effect of some sort. Deadly Visit. That makes sense. So at this point, we can grab a Moodmark Painter. And we're probably pretty close to winning, I would think. Oh, we could do Lurcher too, huh? Lurcher's certainly bigger. Okay. Painter's not lethal. That's kind of the main reason I don't want to do that one. Just Bounty of Might. That's alright. Alright, sweet. Got the draft. Great deck, a lot of fun. Golgari, I think, is a great archetype. I've heard people sort of knocking against it. Look at the powerhouse cards in this deck. Okarn Assassin is incredibly strong. Just incredibly strong with any pump effect at all, whether it be your Vigor Spore Worm, your Painter, your Pax Favor. You're either you're blowing up their board, You're getting in with all your dudes for the lure effect. You're defensively killing their best guy. It does everything you want it to do. The Portcullis Vine, this is the deck for Portcullis Vine. It's incredible in here. Same with Barrier of Bones. The Mausoleum Secrets paid some dividends. I'm glad to showcase that. Obviously, Bounty of Might's incredible. This deck is a ton of fun. Undercity Necrolisk, great card. So I hope you enjoyed it. Hope to play some more of this. I'm sure we will. And we'll see you for the next one.